Dear USA, all nations, and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I hope we are all on the same page on this record that I'm providing. Very, very crucial, very, very important. So just a sign off for myself and some multitasking is the wisdom. With that said, to be on the same page, I finished the 97.5% of total crime display, right? And only 2.5% is left out, and I will continue with the remaining 2.5%. With that said, I want to sing a song. The song is How Great Thou Art. Okay. Um, it has some high pitched tones. I cannot sing high pitched tones, so I will sing whatever I can. Oh Lord my God, when I'm in awesome wonder, consider all the words thy hands set me. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy path throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then says my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God his Son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come, we shout of acclamation and take me home. What joy shall fill my heart? Then I shall bow in humble adoration and then proclaim, my God, thou how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And I will also sing a Tamil Christian song. This song tells about Jesus Christ is holy, 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 and is worthy to be praised. Okay. தூயாதி தூயவரே உமது புகழை நான் பாடுவேன். பாரில் எனக்கு வேறென்ன வேண்டும்? உயிருள்ளவரை நின் புகழ் பாட வேண்டும். தூயாதி தூயவரே உமது புகழை couple of Tamil Christian songs, okay? This song is all about true love song, worshipping songs for Jesus Christ only. தாசரே இத்தரணியை அன்பாய் இயேசுவுக்கு சொந்தமாக்குவோம். நேசமாய் இயேசுவை கூறுவோம், அவரை காண்பிப்போம், மாவீருள் நீக்குவோம், வெளிச்சம் வீசுவோம். தாசரே இத்தரணியில் அன்பாய் இயேசுவுக்கு சொந்தமாக்குவோம். வருத்தப்பட்டு பாரம் சுமந்தோரை வருந்தி அன்பாய் அழைத்திடுவோம். உரித்த இயேசு பாவ பாரத்தை, நமது துக்கத்தை, நமது துன்பத்தை சுமந்து தீத்தாரே. தாசரே இத்தரணியை அன்பாய் இயேசுவுக்கு சொந்தமாக்குவோம். பசியுற்றோர்க்கு பிணியாளிகட்கு பட்சமாக உதவி செய்வோம். உசித நன்மைகள் நிறைந்து தம்மை மறந்து இயேசு கனிந்து திரிந்தனரே. தாசரே இத்தரணியை அன்பாய் இயேசுவுக்கு சொந்தமாக்குவோம். நெருக்கப்பட்டு ஒடுக்கப்பட்டோரை நீசரை நாம் உயர்த்திடுவோம். பொறுக்கவோன்ன கஷ்டத்துக்குள் நிஷ்டூரத்துக்குள் படுகுழிக்குள் விழுந்தனரே. தாசரே இத்தரணியை அன்பாய் இயேசுவுக்கு சொந்தமாக்குவோம். மார்க்கம் தப்பி நடப்போரை சத்திய வழிக்குள் வந்திட சேர்த்திடுவோம். ஊக்கமாக ஜெபித்திடுவோம், நாம் முயன்றிடுவோம், நாம் உழைத்திடுவோம், நாம் ஜெயித்திடுவோம். தாசரே இத்தரணியை அன்பாய் இயேசுவுக்கு சொந்தமாக்குவோம். And I will sing another Christian Tamil song, okay? It says that everyday worship Jesus Christ. என்னாலுமே துதிப்பார் என் ஆத்துமாவே நீ என்னாலுமே துதிப்பாய். இந்நாள் வரையினில் உன்னதனார் செய்த எண்ணிலா நன்மைகள் யாவும் மறவாது என்னாலும் மே துதிப்பாய். பாவங்கள் எத்தனையோ நினையாதிருந்தாருன் பாவங்கள் எத்தனையோ. பாலான நோயை அகற்றி குணமாக்கி பாரினில் வைத்த மகாதயவை எண்ணி என்னாலுமே துதிப்பாய். எத்தனையோ கிருபை உன்னுயிர்க்கு செய்தாரே, எத்தனையோ கிருபை. நித்தமுனை மூடி சூட்டினதுமன்றி நேயமதாக ஜீவனை மீட்டதா என்னாலும் மே துதிப்பாய். என்னாத்துமாவே நீ என்னாலும் மே துதிப்பாய். நன்மையாள் உன் வாயை நீரைத்தாரே பூத்தியாய், நன்மையாள் உன் வாயை. உன் வயது கழுகை போல் பலங்கொண்டு ஓங்கும் இளமை போலாகவே செய்ததா என்னாலுமே துதிப்பாய். என்னா மன்னிப்பு மாட்சிமையா மாதீவனருளும் மன்னிப்பு மாட்சிமையா எண்ணுவாயோ கிழக்கு மேற்கின் தூரமே எண்ணில் உன் பாவம் அகன்ற தூரமே என்னாலும் நீ துதிப்பா என்னாத்துமாவே நீ என்னாலும் நீ துதிப்பாய் தந்தை தன் பிள்ளைகட்கு தயவோடிரங்கானோ தந்தை தன் பிள்ளைகட்கு எந்த வேளையும் அவரோடு தங்கினால் சொந்தம் பாராட்டியே தூக்கி சுமப்பாரே என்னாலும் நீ துதிப்பாய் என்னாத்துமாவே நீ என்னாலும் நீ துதிப்பாய். And I will also sing two more Tamil Christian songs. It's also all worshipping songs for Jesus Christ only. எந்த காலத்திலும் எந்த நேரத்திலும் நன்றியால் உம்மை நான் துதிப்பேன் இயேசுவே உம்மை நான் துதிப்பேன் துதிப்பேன் எந்த வேளையிலும் துதிப்பேன் ஆதியும் நீரே அந்தமும் நீரே ஜோதியும் நீரே என் சொந்தமும் நீரே எந்த காலத்திலும் எந்த நேரத்திலும் நன்றியால் உம்மை நான் துதிப்பேன் இயேசுவே உம்மை நான் துதிப்பேன் துதிப்பேன் எந்த வேளையிலும் துதிப்பேன் தாய் தந்தை நீரே தாதியும் நீரே தாபரம் நீரே என் தாரகம் நீரே வாழ்விலும் நீரே தாழ்விலும் நீரே வாதையில் நீரே என் பாதையில் நீரே வானிலும் நீரே பூவிலும் நீரே ஆழியில் நீரே என் ஆபத்தில் நீரே துன்ப நேரத்தில் இன்பமும் நீரே இன்னல் வேளையில் என் ஈசரும் நீரே ஞான வைத்தியராம் ஔஷதம் நீரே ஆத்மநேசராம் என் நண்பரும் நீரே ஞானமும் நீரே தானமும் நீரே நியாயமும் நீரே என் நாதனும் நீரே ஆறுதல் நீரே ஆதாரம் நீரே ஆசையும் நீரே என் ஆனந்தம் நீரே மீட்பருளும் நீரே என் மெய்ப்பொரும் நீரே மேன்மையும் நீரே என் மகிமையும் நீரே தேவனும் நீரே என் ஜீவனும் நீரே ராஜராஜனும் என் சர்வமும் நீரே எந்த காலத்திலும் எந்த நேரத்திலும் நன்றியால் உம்மை நான் துதிப்பேன் இயேசுவே உம்மை நான் துதிப்பேன் துதிப்பேன் எந்த வேளையிலும் துதிப்பேன். And I will also sing another Tamil Christian song, which is also worship song for Jesus Christ alone. Song goes like this. ஸ்தோத்திரம் இயேசுநாதா உமக்கென்றும் ஸ்தோத்திரம் இயேசுநாதா ஸ்தோத்திரம் செய்கின்றோம் உம்மடியார் திருநாமத்தில் ஆதரவில் இன்றை தினமதிலும் ஒருமித்து கூடவும் நாமத்தினார் தந்தனின் கிருபைக்காக உமக்கென்றும் ஸ்தோத்திரம் ஸ்தோத்திரமே நின்னுதிரமதினால் திறந்த நெஞ்சீவ புது வழியா நின்னடியார்க்கு பிதாவின் சன்னதி சேரவுமே சந்ததம் இத்தனை மகத்துவமுள்ள பதவியினர்கள் எங்களுக்கு எத்தனை மாதயவு நின் கிருபை எத்தனை ஆச்சரியம் வானதூதர் சேனைகள் மனசர கீதங்கள் நாள் எப்போதும் also sing one more Tamil Christian song. This is also worship songs for Jesus Christ only. துதித்து பாடிட பாத்திரமே துங்கவனேசுவின் நாமமதே துதிகளின் மத்தியில் வாசம் செய்யும் தூயனை நேயமாய் ஸ்தோத்திரிப்போமே அற்புதமே அவர் நடத்துதலே ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே நன்றியால் உள்ளமே மிக பொங்கிடுதே நாம் அல்லேலூயா துதி சாற்றிடுவோம் கடந்த நாட்களில் கண்மணி போல் கருத்துடன் நம்மை காத்தாரே கர்த்தரையே நம்பி ஜீவித்திட கிருபையும் ஈந்ததாம் ஸ்தோத்திரிப்போமே அற்புதமே அவர் நடத்துதலே ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே நன்றியால் உள்ளமே மிக பொங்கிடுதே நாம் அல்லேலூயா துதி சாற்றிடுவோம் அக்கினி ஊடாய் நடந்தாலும் ஆழியின் தண்ணீரை கடந்தாலும் சோதனையோ மிக பெருகினாலும் ஜெயம் நமக்கீந்ததா ஸ்தோத்திரிப்போமே அற்புதமே அவர் நடத்துதலே ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே நன்றியால் உள்ளமே மிக பொங்கிடுதே நாம் அல்லேலூயா துதி சாற்றிடுவோம் இந்த வனாந்திர யாத்திரையில் இன்பராம் இயேசு நம்மோடிருப்பார் போகையிலும் நம் வருகையிலும் புகழிடம் ஈந்ததா ஸ்தோத்திரிப்போமே அற்புதமே அவர் நடத்துதலே ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே நன்றியால் உள்ளமே மிக பொங்கிடுதே நாம் அல்லேலூயா துதி சாற்றிடுவோம் வாஞ்சைகள் தீர்த்திட வந்திடுவார் வாரும் என்றே நாம் அழைத்திடுவோம் வானத்திலே ஒன்று சேர்ந்திடும் நாள் விரைந்து நெருங்கிட ஸ்தோத்திரிப்போமே அற்புதமே அவர் நடத்துதலே ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே நன்றியால் உள்ளமே மிக பொங்கிடுதே நாம் அல்லேலூயா துதி சாற்றிடுவோம். I want to sing another song, Christian Tamil song, and this song is all about God is a potter and we are the clay, right? So God's labor is known to God like that, okay? குயவனே குயவனே படைப்பின் காரணரே களிமண்ணான என்னையுமே கண்ணோக்கி பார்த்திடுமே வெறுமையான பாத்திரம் நான் வெறுத்து தள்ளாமலே நிரம்பி வழியும் பாத்திரமோய் விளங்க செய்திடுமே வேதத்தில் காணும் பாத்திரமெல்லாம் இயேசுவை போற்றிடுமே விலை போகாத பாத்திரம் நான் விரும்புவாரில்லையே. விலையெல்லாம் உமக்கிருபையால் உமக்கு உகந்ததாக்கிடுமே. தடைகள் யாவும் நீக்கி என்னை தம்மை போல் மாற்றிடுமே. உடைத்து என்னை உந்தனுக்கே உடைமையாக்கிடுமே. குயவனே குயவனே படைப்பின் காரணனே, களிமண்ணான என்னையுமே கண்ணோக்கி பார்த்திடுமே. மண்ணாசையில் நான் மயங்கி மெய்வழி விட்டு சகன்றேன். கண் போட போக்கை பின்பற்றினேன், கண்டேனில்லை இன்பமே. காணாமல் போன பாத்திரம் என்னை தேடி வந்த தெய்வமே. வாழ்நாளெல்லாம் உம் பாதம் சேரும் பாதையில் நடத்திடுமே. குயவனே குயவனே படைப்பின் காரணனே, களிமனான என்னையுமே கண்ணோக்கி பார்த்திடுமே. I want to sing another Christian Tamil song. It talks about that for God everything is possible in God, or for our God, for our God is powerful God. In God all things are possible. Okay. லேசான காரியம் உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலனற்றவன், பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலன் இல்லாதவன், யாராயிருந்தாலும் உதவிகள் செய்வதும் லேசான காரியம். உமக்கு லேசான காரியம். மண்ணை பிசைந்து மனிதனை படைப்பது லேசான காரியம். மண்ணான மனுவுக்கு மன்னாவை அழிப்பதும் லேசான காரியம். உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலனற்றவன், பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலன் இல்லாதவன், யாராயிருந்தாலும் உதவிகள் செய்வதும் லேசான காரியம். உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். உயிரற்ற சடலத்தை உயிர் பெற செய்வதும் லேசான காரியம். நீ தீராத நோய்களை வார்த்தையால் தீர்ப்பதும் லேசான காரியம். உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலனற்றவன், பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலன் இல்லாதவன், யாராயிருந்தாலும் உதவிகள் செய்வதும் லேசான காரியம். உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். இடறிய மீனவனை சீஷனாய் மாற்றுவதும் லேசான காரியம். இடையனை கோமகனாய் அரியணை ஏற்றுவதும் லேசான காரியம். உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். பெலனுள்ள பெலனற்றவன் பெலனுள்ளவன் பெலனில்லாதவன் யாராயிருந்தாலும் உதவிகள் செய்வதும் லேசான காரியம் உமக்கது லேசான காரியம். I would read the song lyrics. I don't know the tune how to sing this song, but I thought I could read out the lyrics so that we all can be on the same page on that. We are as different as night and day. We are the same in different ways. And it's true. Just look at me and you. We can change the way we are. The power lives inside our hearts. We can be anything we want to be. If coal can turn to diamonds and sand can turn to pearls, if a worm can turn into a butterfly, then love can turn the world. Oh, love can turn the world. The God who made us all, big and little, short and tall, and that's fine cause it takes all kinds. If he had made us all alike, it sure would be boring life, but he knew what life could do. If coal can turn to diamonds and sand can turn to pearls, if a worm can turn into a butterfly, then love can turn the world. Oh, love can turn the world. If coal can turn to diamonds and sand can turn to pearls, if a worm can turn to a butterfly, then love can turn the world. Everybody sing it. If a coal can turn to diamonds and sand can turn to pearls, if a worm can turn to a butterfly, then love can turn the world. Oh, love can turn the world. And I also want to let you all know that I pick these songs or I just do, online and read it, sing it from the online or sing it from the songbook, and all the Christian songs are online everywhere. So I just want to be on the same page on that end. With that said, I will read the civil justice for this session, and this session is all about Department of Health Services. Oh, don't faint out, my dear fellow mankind. You're going to puke, right? Be prepared for that, but it's still a display, the crime display, right? So the program logic hits it comes to now to the Department of Health Services and do the logic here. Got it? And yes, it is tough to when truth hits hard, right? Yes, my dear fellow mankind, in true Christianity alone, civilians must never pay for medical services. Or don't pass out. Hello? In true Christianity alone, civilians should never pay for any kind of medical services, medical drugs. Are you all with me thus far? Okay, be patient, stay calm, don't fear, okay? Don't pass out. I want you to keep on puking on the face of Pope Francis only. So let's do some higher, very, very highest level of basic education here, okay? So what exactly is Department of Health Services? On a very, very basic foundation, public awareness, you all should know for your birthrights, isn't it? A civilian can get a headache, a civilian can walk on the road and can get a cardiac arrest, a civilian can be driving on the car and get into an accident and get into a fracture, right? So who on the earth can provide that help? I already said, like how teachers go to teach in the education facility, how lawyers go to law school to educate law, engineers go to the engineering colleges to learn about the engineering processing. The civilians go to medical school to study the human anatomy, right? It takes roughly minimum at least 10 years solid. They have to spend that much of man hours of labor. I'm not even addressing the college tuition fees and the loans they have to deal with it, digest with it, and die with it, right? How many medical students or how many college students, they have to die with that student loan alone, even after getting married, even after getting children. Hmm? So that root cause has been identified. So you all don't have to worry. I have the solution, so I can provide the solution. There again, I want to display why President Trump is innocent here and why President Joe Biden is not, is because President Joe Biden is again proving he's a scammer, right? He's providing a show. He wanted to provide student loan forgiveness, whatnot, and he's providing it as a show. It's another crap. Wait, watch and see. President Joe Biden, is in a total mess and he will back off, right? That's the best for the humanity to save the entire human kingdom. The best solution, President Joe Biden, with a little bit of conscience, with getting the wisdom from the God, can do is just resign immediately and get out of the White House. Now, with that said, let's not even talk about the students' loan scam, which I already educated, and I have the solutions to provide that also. Okay. So, this is what it is. So, there are three parts into it, right? So, there are the doctors. So, doctors will put the injection or shots and will prescribe the medical drugs. Then the pharmaceuticals are there. So, they are the ones who provide the medical drugs. Then the insurance there. Insurance says, hey, civilian, if you're going for a headache to a doctor, if it is $100 charge, oh, see, we can pay you this much, and you can only pay $5. $95 we'll pay. See? Can you see how good is our insurance? Can all see how everywhere it's an illusion, and this is also one of the illusion. That's all. This is also one long list of a scandal. We have been working on different scandals, isn't it? I already said, which crime do you love? Is it Walmart selling Swiss Guard or the rifles, or genetic modified food, or pharmaceutical medical drugs with side effects? Which one? Or sales tax, federal tax, state tax? Which crime do you like it? Now here you go. Doctors play a fair share in this tearing down blood cells of humans and drinking blood cells of humans in the name of medical services. And pharmaceuticals, they take their fair share in also tearing down the population, same population one more time, and drinking their blood in the form of tax. And insurance also taking their fair share. It's like, if it is $100, it is divided by 3. If it is a surgery, divided by 3. If it is, any of the medical services. So, can you all see how I kept the knife on the neck of Pope Francis, and I'm tearing cell of Queen Elizabeth too? And all, A-L-L, all, right? All. Department of Health Services in all 50 states will be sealed and shut down. Even civilians should never be paying any for the medical cause. Civilians were injustful, right? Wrongful. They mandated civilians to pay for the medical services, which is a birthright. So can you now trace it why governments never educated any of the birthrights to the population, and they are happiest when population are fools always? This is why it is. Right? Then Then after taking the fair share, they never even left with that. The pharmaceuticals. They were tearing down human cells in a different form. Each form is a tax revenue for them. But end of the day, even they are slaves and they're prostituting with Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. End of the day, they have to throw all the tax collected and throw it in a basket and bin and throw it on the mouth of the Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. End of the day. Oh, simple, how to explain. Ibuprofen is a common non-prescription drug. Right? It has a sales tax, a federal tax, and the brand name tax, everything. Whatever they put in the tax have 3 types of tax, right? Retail tax, everything. And they get a fair share. The pharmacies get fair share. Why? I already educated. Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II will say to pharmaceuticals, hey pharmaceuticals, in the ibuprofen, provide this much of side effects. That way, in majority of the healing, if at all the ibuprofen provides for the painkiller or a fever or everything, let that side effects tear down the cells of humans, inversions. And for you're going to do that, Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth will throw you more luxury and dollars. So the pharmaceuticals, they mandated, okay, it's after all dollars. They get a revenue. CEO get a big package, right? Moment when they sign the drugs is signed, okay, branded, we are going to use your drugs. Means it's $1 billion, $1 trillion lifetime contract for them. So dollars, it blinds the eyes. The business people are business people. I already said for businessman, the attributes of businessman, no sentiments there. For them, the first, second, third, always dollars. If humans comes in between them, they will tear down the humans and they'll again see only dollars, dollars, dollars. So, can you all see how Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II in an organized way, they even mandated the Department of Health Services to fall in trap in their scandal. They are the first in line in the Deadliest scandal. Department of Health Services is the first in line. Why? Lawyers are non-doctors, non-medical professionals. Lawyers, Department of Justice. Department of Workforce Division, I'm talking about the non-medical professionals. They are all laymen. Right? Whether be it public sectors or private sector, they are all laymen. Then, Department of Revenue Services, they are only tax collectors. They don't have any medical knowledge whatsoever. That's why they are even collecting tax and tearing down human cells. So that's an innocence there, at fault mode too. Right? Then Department of Children Family. So they are, if you're going to see all these, out of the 5 organizations which have been addressing, the 4 organizations are in the hierarchy of the at fault mode, little less. But innocence is there for all the 5, including Department of Health Services. But they are layman level. They don't know anything about the human anatomy, right? So one side, doctors knows human anatomy. Pharmaceutical means they have to be a chemistry major. Otherwise they cannot be pharmacists, right? So they'll be working on the drugs and the chemicals and the chemical components and the reactions and everything. So that says it all. There is never drug dealer. I already provided that for your testimony, isn't it? First time, when I was working in Poverty Free Earth, end of the year 2030 volunteer project, first time, how many presidents were there? Today it is 46th president. Then when I was working, it was 44th president, Barack Obama, President Barack Obama. Right. From the first president, George W. Washington, not even one president knew the truth until I educated. I educated in order to be a drug dealer. A civilian, be it a man or a woman, should have some little bit knowledge or some education in chemistry. Otherwise, cannot be a drug dealer. That means only whoever knows the chemical reaction, the pharmaceuticals, are the ones who injects drugs to the population. The cannabis, I grouped. It is only after I grouped, you all know, right? What do you all know? I know you're going to pay fainted password, being freaked out, but it's okay. I grouped all the drugs, right? Cannabis, opium, opioid, cocaine, heroin, marijuana. The common ones. There are many, but common ones. Now we all got it. USA has been fighting about the opium and opioids more one side, and how marijuana is being made legalized in different states, one state after one state, and how CBD oil, I think it's created out of cannabis, all happened in only this between the spring of 2014 to spring of 2019 itself. Until I educated what is opium or opioids, USA never had a clue. Doctors never bothered to sit and educate the government. So government colonized mode. I already said, Republican government, they are one group. Democrat government, they are one group. So both of them, they'll be only fighting with each other like a cat and a mouse. Always. Right? Behavioral pattern. And when they're fighting with each other, they never even bothered whether they got the healthy, wisest education from any of them for them to lead the government in the correctful way. No, they never bothered that, right? And that is colonized. So doctors' side, they're colonized. They never bothered to educate the government about all this adverse drugs and everything. Because they have to, because they will lose their money and they will have to get the dollars to put it on their pocket. Survival mode. Then on the other side, the pharmaceuticals, they don't want to educate this truth to the government because they all will be sealed and shut down, be it Johnson Control, Johnson & Johnson, right? Are you all fainting? Oh, no, don't faint. More crime is there. Pfizer, Merck, Bayer's, BASF. And if you see the behavioral patterns of these, they are all Germany pharmaceuticals. Boom, that traces to what? You all got it. It is the Germany doctors who created the morphines, the steroids, and killed Hitler. And that traces to where? Queen Elizabeth. So that traces to what? That traces to what? That traces to what? Pharmaceuticals are slaves to Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II, and if Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II ask pharmaceuticals to create disease, they sure will create disease. All they have to provide is a customized requirement to the pharmaceuticals and the scientists. I don't know whether this Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks come under that scientist category, the lab work, meaning it is my understanding they worked during the Ebola virus. then Zika virus. And, now this total crisis is going on, right? When a businessman is only dollar and do not have any sentiments or emotions or human whatever, versus doctors doctors are business oriented, which of these two set of population you're okay with? Or I would say, who are innocent? I mean, who is more innocent? Business people, right? So pharmaceuticals can create the drugs, but the doctors are the one who knows which drugs, when eaten in a which dosage, will create the rightful chemical reaction and help those civilians, right? It can go wrong. One split, in medical field, there is no room for error, right? Zillions of nerves are there. If at all, when they're going to do a surgery, if at all they're going to do any little bit of error in that nerves, gone forever, right? So, yeah, this Department of Health Services, why they were allowed to live free? You all got it. They are the boss. Not anymore. They are already in the jail. I throw them in the jail, right? Just because I filed a lawsuit for $500 billion, if they could create COVID-19, whatever, God is God always, isn't it? They were thinking they are the God. Pope fools them. Pope threw dollars to the Department of Health Services and he chewed their brains and fooled them into thinking they are the gods, but they are not. Right? They are not. So, because of this abusive medical services alone, do you all know how much of tax revenue Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II are eating every second, daily, forever? Just from the tax collected from the abusive medical services alone. They say they do not have any ethical standards there, right? Cloning, abortion. So whatever that is not there in true Christianity, Pope Francis, he made sure that anything you name for a true Christianity is destroyed. And he mandated Department of Health Services organization to look at fault mode, found guilty mode, that is the truth, right? Today, this moment, this very second, Department of Health Services is at fault mode. They thought with this COVID-19 they can get away free. No, they cannot. I am there. I never went to the medical school. Oh, it is super challenge for them, isn't it? It's a super slap for them. Oh, do you all want to know more testimony? Oh yeah, I will say. When I was working in Poverty Free Earth End of the Year 2030 volunteer project, I never went to the medical school. Total medical professionals worldwide fallen down in knees before me and shouting, Vedapriya is indeed true civil doctor. Now keep working on who am I. Okay. So I have everything and the place means what? I have all the solutions also. After displaying all the crime, when I start with the job, I have all the solutions. I can provide all the design solutions. First, you all need to see what is a raw prime of Department of Health Services all about, right? What is the cost of a brain you can provide? 10 cents, 1 penny, a dime. How many? 15 cents? How about a quarter? How about $1.99? Am I rude? Am I arrogant? For telling how the cost of a human brain to be a 1 cent? Okay, how about heart? How much can it be? How about 55 cents? Heart of a human. Is it okay? How much you all can provide for the cost? When I'm saying 59 cents or 55 cents for a heart of a human, am I rude? Am I arrogant to you all? Or are you puking? Are you accusing me? Are you wishing me dead? Okay. How about what can be the cost of your right arm or your left arm or your right eye or your nose? $1 each. Oh my God. Are you thinking it's a dollar store? Even dollar store, it's costly, isn't it? People think when they enter into a dollar store, it's just $1. But dollar, by the time when they come to the cashier, they pay a lot, right? Illusion, right? Okay, what is the cost of your thumb? What can be a cost of a thumb, right hand thumb? It's so small. Out of your 5 fingers, the smallest finger is a thumb, right? Why can't we put 2 cents for that, for a cost? Oh. Are you laughing again? Are you shedding tears of blood? I know. We all are humans, isn't it? We all have blood cells, and that red color. Blood will be boiling, isn't it? So insurance, they told they are providing finance aid help. They never provided that help. Pharmaceuticals, they said to the nation that they can provide their medical drugs help. They never provided the fair trade help. Doctors, they pledged when they start the medical school, they keep their hands in the heart, and they pledge they will be always saving the human lives no matter what. It's a noble job indeed. Same like teacher's job, right? Same like a cop's job. Same like a construction worker job. Same like a mechanic job. Same like a lawyer's job. But then how everybody's brains got brainwashed with this kind of a scandal. Nobody knew. And if you're going to see the patterns, Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II destroyed only educated population, and he or she, they never even bothered to, not educated population. So that means out of entire 300 millions of population in US as of this moment, only 5% are educated. When I say educated, means not even college level, at least some basic 1 + 1 = 2, like that. 2 + 2 = 3, or H2O is there are 2 parts of hydrogen and 1 part of oxygen in the water, like that. Some basic, very basic education, or able to read or write, like that. But then the 95% of population of a nation mandated to be not educated even for anything. So they will not even know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. They will not know that. They don't know, they will not even know to read or write. Oh, are you puking? Please puke. Absolutely 95% of the 300 million population in United States of America are not educated whatsoever. They can talk English because it's just their language. They talk English. Like I said, in India, there is not only Tamil. There are a long list of different spoken languages and different dialects is there. In one spoken language, there are a long list of dialects. So that many different languages, oh, that's law. But they can talk in that language, but they will not even have any education whatsoever. They will not even know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 like that. It's the same kind of a distraction she and Pope Francis mandated in all the Islam nation. They can talk whatever language they can talk, Hebrew or Aramaic, right? Or Hindi classification languages. It's the same distraction she provided everywhere. Queen Elizabeth II, the Prostitute, and Pope Francis provided the same distraction not only in the United States of America, in Europe, even in London. Right under the nose of Queen Elizabeth II, there are 95% of the population who are not educated, but still they can talk English. So Scotland, 95% not educated. Only 5% educated population, and even in the 5% educated population, boom, they brainwashed and fooled everybody. Right? To the extent, the doctors, they were learning only the human anatomy, isn't it? When they were starting to learn the human anatomy, you know, whenever we solve the puzzle in engineering or math or whatever, physics or whatever, we'll be feeling that accomplished mode, right? But here, when they come to that mode, they think, oh, they are the God. So when they think they are the God, they are thinking above God. When they think they are above God, the proudness comes. When the proudness comes, the eyes get blinded. And then the eyes gets blinded, it's a mesmerized mode, the brain under influence mode. So whatever Pope Francis, whatever Queen Elizabeth II says only, they will do. So they knew that dollars is the one that they can make brainwash mode. They did it successfully, right? How much do you think can carts can be costing? How about a sale price? Buy one get one free. Oh, you're going to get a dead body. If you die, oh, that'll be free, like that. Oh, are you puking? Please puke on the Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. If you are cursing me that I am so rude or harsh, it's okay. As a civil doctor, I know how to handle it in a healthy way. Okay, what can be the cost of brain disorders? Disorder 1, disorder 2, oh, there is a long list of disorders. How much cost can be provided for those disorders? How about 95 cents, and if they come to the doctor's office, they can get 1 cent free. So that instead of 99 cents, it can be 98 cents. Oh, how's 1 cent off sale price? Are you cursing me to that? It's okay. I'll say, it's fine, my dear fellow mankind. right? Then, oh, you need a kidney transplant or a lung, liver transplant. How much price can we provide for liver transplant? $1.99 is a standard retail sale price, and even during buy one get one free sale time or Black Friday sale also, the retails will provide, oh, like this, we have a sale price here, deal of the day. How can I come up with a cost here for a lung transplant? Will the $1.99 be cool and provide a sale price during a Christmas Day sales time or a Thanksgiving sale time for a lung transfer? Oh, when you're going to get to transfer your lung during the Thanksgiving, oh, you get a buy one get one free lung. So you can get one lung transferred, and you can have one lung to be saved in the locker. And whenever you want to, you can even have other lung too. For that, we are all doctors, bosses. Oh, we have a global network to smuggle the organs of humans worldwide. We know how to smuggle and where to smuggle and whom to smuggle. All we need is not educated population. There you go. All nations have 95% of not educated population. Who cares? And if all we have to say is, can you give one lung? We give $10. That poverty population will not even have $1 to even drink a glass of milk. So for that civilian, $10 will be too much of a dollar. Oh, I'm getting $10 for donating a lung? Oh, that is so sweetest. Oh yeah, sure, I will donate my lung. Then, as if this candle is not enough. The Department of Transportation, they says, there is a program called donors. Whenever you die in the road accident, can you donate your eyes, your organs, so that it can be used? I already said, only very few, I would say 5% to 10% might be accident is an accident. The 95% of the road accidents are created by Department of Transportation for tax revenue. When they are getting accidents every single day, end of the day, they're going to throw the dollars in the mouth of Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too. They're going to ask, how many airplane accidents death? How many cruise accidents death? How many boat accident death? How many bikes accident death? How many bicycle accident death? Oh, give that dollars to us. They'll be feeding on their mouths, and without eating those dollars, they cannot even sleep. Are you puking? What is the cost of an accident? How about a head-on collision accident? Oh, how about 0 cents? Make it free. It's after all die mode. $0. Are you wishing me dead? Are you cursing me? Are you saying, oh, this lady is like that? Are you getting that kind of an angry at me right now? When I'm saying, how can it be a $0? Can it be a $0 for a head-on collision accident on the roadways? Do you all want to spit on my face when I say that? Go ahead. I have no shame whatsoever. As a civil doctor, I know how to handle it. Then let's come to, what is that called? Cancer. The fancy word, right? What can be the price for chemotherapy? How about 5 cents? Oh, do you want to puke on my face? Then puke on Pope Francis. That's okay. I am civil doctor. I can handle it. I can still wipe your puke on my face and I can still talk. Coolest, calm way. Right? Then, okay. What is the price for autism or speech therapy or special needs children or Parkinson's or dementia, Alzheimer's patients? $1 each? Oh, that sounds so good. Are you, do you all want to throw stones at me and kill me? It's okay. If you're going to throw stones at me, oh man, you know what? I can catch it. I can catch the stones one by one, when I'm faster then. To catch all the stones. That means 7.9 plus billions of humans can throw stones at me. I can catch all the 7.9 plus billions of stones same time, fastest than the speed of stones can fly on the air, right? The wind, faster than the wind. What went wrong? Everything of Department Health Services went wrong. Is a crime. Got it? So, I was just only providing a user-friendly way of education. That's all, right? So what is the reality? Let's talk reality now. Chemotherapy is not $1, right? The moment civilian gets cancer, how many family breaks down, meaning divorce? Because cancer means people will go bankrupt. They cannot take care of the people who once they love, they marry. When they get cancer, they just cannot take care of them. So they will divorce. They go pauper, right? They go become beggar. They become orphan. They die without any help, right? At least I was just saying, oh, can we put this price or can we put that price? That sound really rude, right? It was rude when I said that. When I said, why can't we put a $0 for a head-on collision anyways, both of them are going to die. It's rude, absolutely rude, right? But what the reality? These insurance, they talk sweetest talk, isn't it? Oh, we cover for everything. Everything? Everything? Really? Everything? No, right? The federal insurance called FEMA says, we cover for everything. Oh, sounds everything. Everything? Even death, funeral, burial, coffin, even the land to get buried. Oh, free? No, that's not free. You have to pay the tax. You have to pay the sales tax. You have to pay the federal tax. Are you employed? Sorry. Okay. Are you cancer? Oh my word. Workplace will say, oh, you have cancer, good for you, please come to work tomorrow. They'll say that. Medical services, are you working? Oh, you're unemployed? Oh. Don't ever dare to come to the hospital for a cancer services if you're unemployed. Better go find a job. Pay tax to Queen Elizabeth, to Pope Francis. Otherwise, they said we cannot provide you cancer treatment. Sorry. How many people die, right? As if this scandal is not enough, at least I'm saying, for an education purpose only, I'm saying, coalition, why can't the head-out coalition be $0, right? It's for education purpose only. Even though it might look like, seem to be too much of harsh and rude and arrogant mood, but it's absolutely only for education purposes. You all will know later on when I'm providing the education, right? So, you all, when I said you're going to puke, you're going to faint, it's going to be a combination of both means. Too much of pain here. Which pain can civilian tolerate? Here, every single last software line is wrong, my dear fellow mankind. Every single software line of code of Department of Health Services is wrong. Everything is wrong. You name anything, anything and everything is wrong. So, tell me, what is the solution for this? Medicaid, Medicare is a separate. It comes in the same umbrella, but I have to handle both separate. Let's say the Department of Health Services, for their operations, they must also have hired software world population. The first letter, alphabet, and that software line is wrong. How many healthcare insurances are there? You name it. Blue Cross Blue Shield, MetLife, Humana, Doral Dental, Delta Dental, blah, blah, blah Dental, AARP. Nobody knew, right? Aetna, Anthem. They all must be going to the jail right now because the first letter, United Health Group, the first word, the alphabet of the starting of the software line of code is wrong. For how long it's wrong? Nobody can say how long, that much long ago, long time ago. I'm not telling a story, sorry. For the past 500 years, for even you take a track record for past 100 years, everything is wrong. Since day one, it's wrong. Day one, it is wrong. And do you all know how much USA have to pay for that medical compensation? When I worked for Hewlett Packard, I said, it is USA must provide at least $1 billion to each civilian for providing wrongful Medicaid, Medicare. That comes under the umbrella of Department of Health Services only. People never knew, isn't it? When people never knew, nobody bothered to step in and educate them. And Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis wanted that way, the people to be in the foolish mode way. Republicans and Democrats, they have been divided purposefully to mandate to be fighting with each other and always creating wars worldwide so that the national government operations can be destroyed successfully. For more destruction, this Roman province justice organizations can take care of the destruction so that when the nation government are distracted creating more wars outside USA, they can create more destruction to the nations. all created in a spider web mode. So doctors never knew any of this scandal. Pharmaceuticals, they never knew what scandal, this scandal. Insurance also never knew this scandal. So when I'm saying Pfizer, Monsanto, BASF, all ended up in jail means they are saluting me, means you work on who I am. They all have fallen down in knees before me already. It's just only in 2020 when I'm talking, but I already educated, with my wisdom education, they all fallen down in knees before me already. They fear me. Right? So can you see how Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth, in a meticulous, in a very systematic, organized way, colonized even the insurance one side and the pharmaceuticals one side and the medical care providers one side, and she mandated everything to be a chaos. With that chaos, I'm absolutely positive for the past 2020 year alone, nobody got healthy medical services. Nobody got healthy medical services. But still, they are the ones who got the $1 trillion revenue with the mask alone. Scandal and a scandal and a scandal and a scandal, everything traced to Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks. In earlier session I told what? They became jokers, isn't it? Yes, indeed, they became jokers. Meaning, they did deadliest crime, but they do not know what they were doing. That's why jokers, right? Innocence is there. If at all they knew what kind of a crisis nations were undergoing through, they would not even bother to create that kind of a whatever it is. I do not even want to talk about it, right? Because my blood is boiling, that's all. At least I'm expressing my feelings, right? Because whenever I see injustice, it hurts me. Whenever I see injustice, it hurts me. So what would you all have done? What would you all have done, my dear fellow mankind? What would you all have done? This is the deadliest crime. So I just want to keep it short, and because if I'm going to add on different session after session after session, it's going to take forever. So for Department of Health Services, I want to keep this session, and that's it. Move. Then I have to keep moving on displaying all the other crimes, right? Because we are in the almost 2.5% display of this crime. So the program logic, Department of Children and Families, Department of Revenue, Tax, Department of Workforce Division, Department of Justice, now Department of Health Services. Now tell me, what education does a nation need to know that civilians must never pay for medical services of any type? What education? So can you all understand how that education facilities, organizations indeed destroyed human brains after all, in one way or the other, in the name of holy education, right? And meticulously they fooled only educated population here. Can you see the patterns of abuse? It's one and the same, right? They only fooled educated population here. Why nobody, not even one educated doctor stood up and said, educated government, USA government, and slapped on the USA government and said, hey, USA government, it's very, very wrongful to ask civilian to pay for a medical drug or a doctor visit or to get any medical services. Why nobody bothered to say that? They are the boss, right? They are the ones who write the death certificate and the birth certificate. So when the nation is giving them that much roles and tasks, they become boss above the God mode. And the proud blinds their eyes. They do not have any sentiments, right? They do whatever crap they get away free. They will blame on the drugs. Oh, and when you're going to ask drug manufacturers will say, we don't know. Right? It is always the population who get the torture. Yes, this session is also going wrong. But that's how it is, right? I wanted to sing the Christmas Christian songs and I sang some songs, right? It's all for rehabilitation only. So nobody in the earth knows what is true Christianity, isn't it? That is why all this chaos is there. But on the other side, you all got it now. Oh, all in the name of God only, all this crime was created, right? When I said Syria leader will be thrown on the volcano, I was not joking. You all know UNICEF, World Vision, say, what is that? Red Cross, American Red Cross, then UNICEF, right? Salvation Army, and there are a long list of non-profit organizations like missionaries. They all say we all are Christian-oriented missionary organizations. Oh, we have even Roman Catholics organizations. We create only to serve people in clean love. But no, right? No. That Salvation Army is 100 years old organization. They say, they take pride that they went to China, blah, 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 South America, wherever, and they provided the God's word. No. They never provided that. It all was created for exclusively for tax fraud, my dear fellow mankind. So UNICEF was created. So Syria, Islam nations were all educated by Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. Hey, remember? Create war, make refugees, then you can ask the USA to pay the dollars and the refugee program, blah, 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 like that. And the foolish USA will even send troops also to fight for your... And the UNICEF budgeting also will be allocated exclusively for Syria. Then I am the queen, right? So I am also ruling the Syria. Oh, I sure will throw a different cut, means a separate money, dollars for the Syria leader. All you have to do is just do a show. What show? News channels have to show the civilians how they are shedding their blood and dying, and how they are running for life, and how US is bombing, like that. It's a show. It's not a movie, but it's a show. There you go. This UNICEF and American Red Cross people will be running here and there. They'll go crazy. They will run short of money there. And they'll also shed tears of blood seeing how the refugee people are longing to have at least a little bit of even a slice of bread to eat. And they'll not even have any shelter. They'll have families, children, everything. They lost. Once richest, once they were living a happy life, they lost because Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis, fools, the prostitutes, they mandated Syria leader to create war. Right? So tell me, what is the cost? Nobody knows what is the cost of human, right? Now, here you go, testimony. When I was working on Poverty Free Earth End of the Year 2030 volunteer project, I am that I am, without went to the medical school. Just for me, I already said it's God-given wisdom. For me, if at all I want to do a task, whatever is needed, if I get to know, then I can finish the task, flawless. So, I said what? It takes minimum 10 years of labor for the regular average civilian to know about the anatomy of the human system. But for me, with God-given strength, with whatever online education was there, I was able to learn it on the fly, fastest way possible, understand it more, and I cracked the code. Then I said, in a disease creating life cycle, disease identification is one process. Is it curable disease or non-curable disease is another process. If it is curable disease, then prescribe a drug is a process. For prescribing a drug, there should be a prescription code. Then the medical drugs should be created in this particular way. I provided everything. It is few years back, right? Now I'm not able to give that specifics, but it's all there. I provided it only in the Facebook. Then I said, medical drugs should be zero side effects. Okay, if it is there. So until pharmaceuticals provide medical drugs with zero side effects, all the medical drugs should be free. Oh, are you fainting now? Don't faint. I said what one more time? All the medical drugs, be it cancer drugs or heart attack drugs or diabetes, anything must be free until medical drugs are provided with zero side effects. Then I provided a solution how to provide zero side effect medical drugs. I even went to the extent of providing education of how to provide healthiest cancer curing drugs, and I provided the tasks. I already provided deadline. By year of 2045, all the cancer types will be gone, eradicated. I already provided the task. Right? I said, for creating one medical drug, it will take a long time. People have to do testing. People have to check if that drug is okay or not. Different organizations will take phase-by-phase mode. There will be set of doctors also there who will volunteer or will also ask the population to volunteer to take the drugs for trial mode to see if that drug is working okay or not. When all this processing are okay, only then finally they will finalize it. It will take years. It will take time. It has its own processing time. And one medical drug means what? Let's say in a ibuprofen bottle, if there are 30 tablets, one tablet is $1 billion. That's how much dollars the pharmaceuticals make. It's a lot of money, isn't it? It can look as if 30 tablets in a bottle. Ibuprofen is a very common on-the-counter drug. At least one household will have in any different forms, whether be it Aleve mode, whether be it Tylenol mode, whether be it Bayer's mode, any brand, whether be it Target mode branded or CVS branded or Walgreens branded, our members bar branded, right? So I went on educated. See, there is a non-preferred drugs, preferred drugs, branded drugs, non-branded drugs, generic drugs, all scandal. So tax 1, tax fraud 1, okay. So that time when I was I provided on a very generalized way. So you all have to know how God's Holy Spirit works in God's holy time. Nobody knows, mighty fellow mankind, right? Nobody knows how and why. Down the road only, I cracked down on the tax fraud crime, that stock exchange Borsa, remember? That was the last piece of puzzle. That helped me to crack down on all the why tax fraud everywhere. Until then, without knowing anything, only I was providing solutions. So that itself is a proof that why God chose me to work on that project. Right? And I never knew, nobody knew that COVID-19 will be happening few years after, right? Even I never knew. It's a supernatural power. That's what I'm saying, right? So let's say if there is a ibuprofen, one tablet is $1 billion worth of drug, and it's in a small bottle. So let's say if there is 10 households having ibuprofen, 10 households having Aleve, 10 households having Members Mark of a Walmart brand or a Kirkland brand, 10 households you count. See how much of sales tax, federal tax and state tax. How much dollars Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis gets to eat every single day. End of the day, they have to feed these tax collections and throw on their mouth every single day. This has been happening forever. It's just this population never knew. Government's population, they knew, they want to keep quiet because their survival mode, job mode. So today, I only can bail out Humana. I only can bail out MetLife. I only can bail out Doral Dental, Delta Dental. Right? I only can bail out Aetna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, United Health Insurance Group, everybody. Do you all know what is the first underwriting question they even ask? Are you a tobacco user? That is all for tax collection, garbage to be collected and thrown on the mouth of Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. Okay? Then the second question they ask is, are you alcohol? Are you alcohol user? Then that's also for tax fraud. So they really don't care about the human wellness, but they all say they care about the human wellness, right? Tell me, what education does a nation need to know that medical services should be 100% free. Okay, let's do that rehab one more time. This is of the program logical work, right? Okay, let me ask all the lions and tigers and the turkey and the turtle and the alligators and the spiders, all of them to march and go before President Joe Biden and educate. See, Mr. President of USA, 46th President, you are having a fancy tag called lawyer too. Do you know one thing? In animal kingdom, we do not have doctors. Oh, veterinarian doctors will jump in and say, see, we are there for pet animals. No. Right? So this animal kingdom, they don't know what they are doing. So they cannot talk, right? The animal kingdom, they don't know what they're doing and they cannot talk. Meaning what? They do not have that regular doctor's visit or their yearly physical checkup, yearly dental cleaning, dental crowning, like that. They do not have to go worry about going to the doctor's hospital and getting medical services, right? They just live. Daily they live with the God-given strength, they live. So lions will not talk. They don't know what they're doing, so they cannot talk. Saddest reality is animals cannot talk. What more of an education humans can get from the animal kingdom, who are living an absolutely perfect, peaceful life, right? Spiders doing spider's job. Spider is not bothering other animals. But all the animals are different categories and different species, right? I mean, I would say different categories and different families. Lion becomes the cat family. Dogs, wolves, and fox, hyenas, they all come under one family. Lions, tigers, cheetahs, jaguars. And then the pet animals, cats, they all come under the cat family. Right? Then there again, even among the pet owners, there's a discrimination. Oh, you're a dog owners. Oh, see, we are cat owners. Oh, your cat owners, your dog owners. See, we are cat owners as well, the dog owners too. Like that. Discrimination. Stereotyping. Right? Stereotyping. What education does nation need that medical services to be free? Let's do the quarantining. Okay, so animals cannot talk. How about plant trees? Even they cannot talk. Apple tree can still march and stand in front of President Joe Biden. That's all, right? Can apple tree talk? No. Okay, let's do some quarantining here. How about theologians? They could have stepped up. Can you see why Billy Graham is indeed a worst kind of a prostitute in the entire human kingdom? He could have stepped up and educated USA government that, hey, stop getting any dollars from the civilians for the medical services, medical drugs, let it be free. They never provided that. He never provided that. Okay. Christian evangelicals, Roman Catholic fathers, Roman Catholic nuns, They never provided that education, okay. Pope Francis, no, he never. Then Archbishop, Bishop, Deacons, Diocese, no. They all have filthy richest dollars in their bank, but they never provided that, okay. Then Queen Elizabeth too, no. Then Islam leaders, no. Fake Israel leader, no. Nobody helped. Nobody educated USA that all the medical services should be free. They never educated that. How about Canada? Canada medical services free. London medical services free. Why? They never educated USA. That sounds like a plan. What plan? No plan. It's a plan. Right? Okay. So, other than the medical professionals, all of them are laymen here. You all have to know that. Okay, my dear fellow mankind? That is why the non-medical population never even knew that medical services should be free. So, who knew that medical services to be free? Queen Elizabeth providing in her nation, the London, medical services is free. She could have provided because she is the one who's ruling USA. Okay, at least Pope Francis could have provided the education. Okay, let's leave. Let's come to the married types, the fancy married types. There arranged marriage population there, they never helped. Domestic partners population there, they never helped. And LGBTQ population there, they never helped. Child marriage population there, they never helped. And then love marriage is the very, very fanciest love population in the earth. They never helped. Nobody helps. Supreme Court judges there, they don't have any clue about the human operating system processing. So there's that little bit of innocence there. So they never helped. National leaders, they never helped. They don't have any clue whatsoever. They never helped. Senate, no help. Senate, Republican Senate and Democrat Senate, they'll have time only to fight with each other like a toddlers. And 4 years will be gone. They'll get salary, paycheck, everything, so they don't have to worry. So all they have to do is put a show and keep on fighting with each other. It's the same for GOP too, same for Senate too, same for House of Representatives too. So those are all garbage. Nobody helped. Okay. Then nobody's helping here, but the people are living in the human kingdom, full of humans only. No, there are no monsters, right? In the doctor's office, there are no monsters. Doctors are not monsters. They are humans too, like you and me. First time I slapped on the medical services and said, hey, all the medical services are average humans like you and me, and they are able to provide that complex surgery or complex medical services only with the wisdom given by God. How many doctors are considered as gods by the civilians who get well after they get sick, right? People will see them, the strangers, only as gods sent angels. Oh, you are God sent angel, like that, right? But then how the noble job is being abused in all professions, be it cop, be it medical services, be it engineering services, be it mechanic services. Every single job is a God-given holiest job. They are all providing their cleanest heart love to build the nation in love only. There's already the salary gap scandal that I have solution for that also, don't worry. I have solution for everything. I can fix everything. But we are handling a very, very important issue here. Yeah, it is taking time. It will take time. It is almost 1 hour and 47 minutes. But I have to provide this overview, isn't it? How many humans are there? 7.9 plus humans are there. How many generations came and went? We don't know. But every 10 years, a generation is produced. Worldwide means that many population is created. Every 10 years means what? Whenever a newborn baby is born, that every 10 years time grab, that newborn baby will become adult, young adult, facing the world, right? Producing population. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, I am the very first human out of 7.9 plus billions of humans provided, slapped on the face of Department of Health Services. First time. That's how they fell down on knees before me. A civilian who never even went to the medical school, right? I provided a cast for heart, for brain, for everything. Now, I don't know, you all might be even shedding tears of shame or whatever, right? Until I educated the wisdom, the doctor's brains was in mesmerized mode provided by Pope Francis. They were seeing heart as just an organ, a retail item, inventory item, that's all. I stepped in and educated human heart is a human heart. Until I educated, the doctors were seeing the brain as a retail item, inventory item. I educated human brain is a human brain. Can you all put a cost for that? Never. Priceless, right? Yes, indeed. Brain is created from the dust. I stood up, provided extra mile patience and educated how cell by cell, dust particle by dust particle, it's all created by God in God's labor alone. Nobody knows. Then I stood up and I'm the first woman to educate the entire pregnancy life cycle, and in that approximately 40 weeks, right? Approximately I came up with a rough estimation, and it's my understanding, if I remember it correctly, I came up with God's labor of 3,620 or 90 hours. Nobody knows that many hours is provided by God, unknown God, that from embryo cell all the way to the newborn baby, more. Nobody knows. What is known? Doctors provide that prenatal care and that irregular checkup, ultrasounds like that. Then the family members and the neighbors and the friends providing healthy, friendly environment, happy environment. With all this teamwork only, a newborn baby is welcome to the earth. Even when welcome to the earth, the miracle part of it is the newborn baby never touches the ground, right? Never. Even when the ground mode means a bed sheet or a blanket will be there, then they have to look into the vital signs, right? Now, nobody has a clue. Doctors do not have a clue how in that 3,690 or 20 hours of rough estimate of that time frame, God can create a human being from just a dust particle. Nobody knows. Doctors don't know. Today, the year is 2021. Nobody knows. I sat and educated everything. doctors, medical professionals, they started to shed tears of shame. They fell down in knees before I am, who never went to the medical school. Who never went to the medical school. So what education does a nation need? To know that people should never pay for anything, any of the medical services. Why? Why the insurance services is broken in pieces? Why affordable healthcare exchange is broken in pieces? Why Medicaid, Medicare is broken in pieces? Why affordable healthcare exchange was there, but then how many people, Republicans, were against it? Why? What was the reason behind it? How many elections came in that time frame alone? How each and every single candidate who stood up for the election, they only talking, they can fix the healthcare, sweet as talk. Bernie Sanders was one of them, right? Can you see in this kind of a total mess how on the earth they were even providing a talk show? Sweetest talk show, an illusion. Out of all this thing, President Joe Biden somehow or the other he somehow or the other he managed to become a president, but he still cannot be president. Please understand for the reality. He just cannot be the president. Everything is wrong. Department Health Services is wrong. Now this is beyond that. Civilians get frightened to go to the hospitals or dentist's office or anywhere with that fear, right? Because by using that abusive medical services, they prescribe for one drug, they prescribe more drugs because they want that patient to be there. No. Nobody knew, isn't it? So I stood up and educated everything. I finished everything. I provided the solution. This is how the health insurance should work. This is how the pharmaceuticals should operate. Everything. I provided the deadline, the timeline, everything. I am the first human to say that cancer was created by man. Doctors got freaked out. Why? Medical services, even teaching about the cancer, blah, 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 with whatever their medical terms. I am the very first human out of 7.9 plus billions of humans stood up and slapped on the entire nation's entire medical services and said cancers, transgenders, birth defects, infertility, type 2, type 1 diabetes, all man-made diseases, my dear fellow mankind, so it can be cured. It is curable diseases. First time, doctors, pharmaceuticals, they got the shock, right? And I said, better do it this way, my way, and this is the deadline. 2045, cancer should be 0. Transgenders should be 0. Birth defects should be 0. Infertility should be 0. Do. I provided the task, work on the task. I already provided. See, when the voices guides the people in the rightful pathway, they don't even have to go and sit back. It's been years now, right? But then this COVID-19 came, so it's God's name is glorified. So can you see how in a very national crisis mode, God's name alone is glorified? So President Joe Biden is going to sign me to be the Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, right? Don't you think so? So I have all the design solutions how to provide even a cancer drug to make cancer free, to cure the cancer. I never went to the medical school. Even if I die now. If doctors are going to talk about any blah blah blah, the long medical terms, for me it will be like a Greek and Latin only. I just cannot understand that. Right? So it is God's given wisdom. I educated that. Why do you think Mayors, the Bayers and Monsanto got merged? I said Monsanto provided genetic modified food and creating cancer and creating birth defects, creating infertility, diabetes types for the fellow mankind. And if I don't know if I could remember, I think not even 500, I provided with long numbers that Monsanto should fall down and pay for medical compensation that time itself. And that is how I already said, right? Then that Monsanto also came up with one lawsuit. I don't know whether they provided the money or not, but everybody knows that Monsanto is a cunning company, but they fall down in knees before I am. Monsanto and Bayers, they merged, and that is all I wanted from them for the USA operation. And USA nation listened to me and provided that merging operations. And that time, all the pharmaceuticals were providing only merging processing, and they were running here and there. They were running here and there. It was Pfizer was left out. Nobody was able to merge with Pfizer, but I don't know whether they even ended up with merging or not, because I did not track that news. So now we all got it. Why Humana I think even Humana was working on to get merging, right? All the insurance, all the private sectors, all the public sectors, they wanted to do some merging or buying or acquiring, whatever, on the business organization mode. It was because everybody got panic mode. Oh, it's 2 hours. But it's very crucial, isn't it? I finished educating all this about this earlier, my dear fellow mankind. Yes. When I was saying, can we put $0 for a head-on collision accident? It might look so rude and arrogant and harsh like that. Inhumane, insane like that, right? But it is only for education purposes. I was the only one, I am the only one human in whole entire planet Earth. And educated medical services should never even call humans as a case, patient or case. They should address humans by humans, as humans only, right? At least that will provide a healthy humanity processing. So cost of a human brain is what? Priceless. You cannot provide a price. When I was saying 50 cents, 1 cent, it is in educational purposes. When I said, are you getting angry at me? Do you all want to spit on me? Means I was not joking, because people will absolutely get angry. right? But then, when you're getting angry at me, but what did Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis did to the humanity? They are the ones who mandated price for every single human organs, isn't it? So if at all you all want to mock or bully, who should you all have to do, my dear fellow mankind? I only said just puke on Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II, and I even went to the extent, if you all want to puke on my face just because I'm educating that. As a civil doctor, I can handle it. Right? I don't have any shame whatsoever. If you're going to puke or if you're going to accuse me, you're going to whatever. I'll still pass by with a silent smile. It's priceless. Human is priceless. Human is holy. It is only after my education the doctors fell down in knees before me, says it all who I am. You keep on working who I am. They were super shocked. They were super shocked. I proved everything, all my solutions with a proof, isn't it? So they were shocked. They were absolutely shocked. Because they never thought they will get all this solution and that too the proof. They were super shocked and freaked out. Because all along the medical services have been thinking they are the boss. They are the ones who run the nations. And here you go, this lady out of nowhere steps in and says everything with a life proof. They got the shock. What more you all need to know for a testimony? Telemedicine. Have you heard about it? Now you all be hearing about it, right? Because of COVID-19. Tele means internet. Don't even have to go in person. The doctors advise everything, right? How? It is only because of my education which I provided long time back, years back. And it's happening right now. It's happening in 2021, right? It started there with my age wisdom education. Now it's happening. Walmart is having a special clinic. Target is having a special clinic. I said that, provide that. Walgreens is having special clinic. Target, CVS Pharmacy is having special clinic. How? $1 trillion revenue I provided when? When I worked in Poverty Free Earth End of the Year 2030 Volunteer Project. Walmart never knew. Walmart never knew when Walmart was throwing acid on my face. They never knew that I was the only one who was helping them out in a healthy way. Their eyes got blinded because I said nobody should be paying for tax. Nobody should pay tax. They freaked out on that. They threw acid on me. Today, even locked up in the jail mode, Walmart will be happiest mode because whatever expansion of their business services, it's all provided by me. I provided retail reforms, design solutions already. What more of a proof you all want? You all want more proof? Amazon is there for a proof, isn't it? What more of a proof you all want? Only after my education, Amazon became giant. Until then, it was just an online shop. Until then, everybody was shopping with other things. But when I provided wisdom, whoever took that wisdom, they were running side by side. Amazon took my wisdom. And Walmart, being both of them are Republican, but Walmart missed the bus. I educated everybody. Then all of a sudden, they all got freaked out how Amazon became a giant. Right? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. When human organs and humans are priceless, the medical services should have been provided accordingly in humane standards, isn't it? They never provided that. When I said, "No, okay, why can't be $0 for collision?" It was for an education purpose only. Keep your hands on your hearts and tell me how many insurance services helped when there was a head-on collision? Their family members. Only the neighbors, the community, the family members, and the Facebook is providing the GoFundMe. That's a garbage. That should not be even there. That's a crime. I already said Facebook is going to go to jail for that. It's better for Facebook to shut it down. Already Facebook is already in a lot of crime mode. It's only because of me Facebook is living. You all know that. Please keep your hands on your heart and tell me how many civilians did insurance company helped population who got into the road accidents. How many people must have become widows and widowers or lost children or lost child, friends and families and emotional trauma. Lifelong scars, isn't it? Why nobody provided healthy medical finance aid compensation for that? They say if your car or vehicle is total, we can replace it. They never provide that too. Right? FEMA says if there's a flood insurance or a tornado zone area, we provide whatever help. But they do not provide, they cannot replace with a new housing and give them the new housing, which should be when a house is gone in a tornado, government should provide a free housing. Do you all know that for your birthright? Civilians never knew. They go panic, and all of a sudden, if a tornado comes, they become pauper abruptly on the road, lost everything more. Government will say, sorry, we cannot help. They'll turn their back. So, there you go. There are only educated population here, right? So why nobody helped? Nobody in the Department of Health Services to provide healthy processing. How everything went wrong? Why everything went wrong? Who is the root cause? Who is the villain here? Who is the true criminal here? Who is the black sheep here? It's never God. God never created diseases, my dear fellow mankind. I am the only one who educated the diseases can be classified as 95% it's man-made, 5% diseases created from natural disasters, and out of which all can be cured. Means what? Healing, divine healing. And then I proved with the proof and educated it's all created by 100% diseases is created by Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. I have the proof here. I will have to reveal it one by one. So here the program logic will come here and it will go to the step 1. What is the step 1? Pope Francis mandated what? 7.9 plus billions of humans to marry? Wrong humans. That is all for the crime. That is all for the disease creation. That is all for the cancer creation. That's all for the infertility creation. That's all for the type 1, type 2 creation. That's all for all types of birth defects creation. That's all for transgenders creation. That's all for the LGBTQ creation. Everything started from that one operation of Vatican Code of Abuse Law alone. Nothing. Do you all think God created you and me from the dust will even bother to create diseases? Why would He? After providing all that hard labor to create you and me out of dust for a excellent, intelligent design mode, in God's labor mode, holy, holy mode, why would God even bother to create havoc or disaster for you and me? No, never, right? So God gave me that wisdom to crack down on the puzzle. Pope Francis was always on that blacklisting mode. For me, I was just waiting for that real, true, last tiny bit of that puzzle. And once when I identified that puzzle, I chopped the head of Pope Francis. Not today, that time itself. Today I'm still nailing on because it's COVID-19 and all these are there. I'm talking right now. That time it was a silent education. Now I'm talking education. That's all. Everything of health insurance is wrong. Every single operation of health insurance is wrong. Where will President Joe Biden going to have his face now? Vice President Kamala Harris cannot help President Joe Biden. She cannot. She'll just back. Everybody will back off. Senate, President Trump, nobody can help President Joe Biden. Helpless mode. I only can even bail out President Joe Biden means I'm not choking, right? So who destroyed healthcare industry? There you go. I proved it is Pope Francis and USA wanted that only. For 500 years, USA government has been breaking heads. They wanted to know who destroyed Medicaid, Medicare, healthcare insurance. And they wanted to take that criminal down in ashes. Here you go. That time itself I proved. Today, more proof, right? I already said this is the same death penalty I provided already. So it's not a changing on the justice mode. The same, whatever I was educating in the poverty-free earth end of the year 2030 volunteer project only. I was educating here now. I'm educating here. I educated when there is a heart surgery for a Queen Elizabeth II, she can afford. When a CEO or a richest people or business mogul have a heart surgery, they can afford. Absolute monarchs, Pope Francis, national leaders, governments, they can. Celebrities, entertainment, well, they can afford. Upper middle class, okay. Middle class, it will be too much of strain from, budget mode, but still, they'll have to live through it. Low income, zero. Then unemployment, 0. They will die without any help. Then there will be homeless mode, refugees, beggars. They also will have heart attack, means they cannot get any services. I educated that first time. It was, I was providing on the fly open bypass heart surgery, open bypass eye surgery, open bypass brain surgery, and cleaning, detoxing the brains of medical services worldwide and helping them out to have healthy conscious nerve operations, right? Count by count, all the doctors worldwide who all went to the accredited medical school just fallen down knees before me and shouting, I am Vedapriya is indeed true civil doctor. I have all the solutions to cure all the 100% diseases here. And it's all created by Pope Francis. Cancer created by Pope Francis. Autism created by Pope Francis. Brain disorders created by Pope Francis. Natural disasters created by Pope Francis. Air pollution created by Pope Francis. Global warming created by Pope Francis. Infertility created by Pope Francis. Birth defects created by Pope Francis. Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's created by Pope Francis. He never left out even in disease creation processing also, my dear fellow mankind. Cell by cell level, he destroyed everything. People were not aware why they are getting diabetes, why they are getting infertility. I educated as Pope Francis only created that. So then the genetic modified food came. People without any awareness only started eating it. Then that created cancer, infertility, hormonal disorders, enzyme disorders, lactose allergy, gluten allergy, what not of an allergy, nut allergy. When people should not get any allergy of anything. As long as it's a healthy food for the wellness of a human, people should be able to eat it. Some people can drink milk, some people cannot drink milk, allergy. Some people can eat fruits, some people cannot eat fruits, allergy. Is this how the human should live? No. But who created all these diseases? 100% of the diseases I proved. So it was like one for one task, but I provided all the multitasking. It was like above and beyond task I provided, all flawless. So poverty created Pope Francis, disease created Pope Francis, any hell versions Pope Francis, emotional torture created by Pope Francis, everything created by Pope Francis. And why on the earth he is allowed to live free? I don't know. He should be fried in ashes. He should be resigned now. Yes, it went 2 hours and 20 minutes. So what this session is all about? Abusive Department of Health Services. Right? Abusive Department of Health Services, at fault and found guilty in all counts of crime of Vatican, and Department of Health Services. For how long it's been operating in the United States of America? Maybe 500 years. Must be sealed and shut down. And along with it will be Center for Disease Control will be sealed and shut down. World Health Organization will also be sealed and shut down. World Bank will also be sealed and shut down. I only can bail them out. United Nations organizations also will be sealed and shut down. It is the World Bank provided the 2030 target date. But they never knew. Nobody knew. Even I never knew. I will crack down all the scandal. I even cracked down the scandal of World Bank, United Nations organization. Every scandal I cracked down. Everybody got freaked out here. World Health Organization scandal. Center for Disease Control scandal. Everything is going to be in the jail only. Right? So first alphabet letter starting in the software line of code in health insurance is wrong. Health insurance is wrong? Then I already been saying Medicare wrong. So Hewlett Packard in jail mode. pharmaceuticals, jail mode, right? Okay, so I will read the civil justice so that we all can be on the same page, okay? I'll continue with the reading with the civil justice so that we all can be on the same page, okay? Civil justices of April 13th of 2020-21 is, in true Christianity alone, nation must provide 100% free medical care and do not have birthright to collect fees for medical care from population, for it is deadliest crime. Note, Vatican Antichrist, Absolute Monarchs, Pope Francis created Department of Health Services, abuse, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate is death penalty crime of Vatican Roman province of Jesuits. Got it, right? So can you all understand why it is God who mandated me to work on that project, complex project, Poverty Free Earth, end of the year 2030 volunteer project? Here you go. So nobody knew the scandal. Everybody knew something, just not right. But nobody was able to crack down the true root cause. And I am displaying, I already displayed the root cause to the USA government. This is one more time. I'm talking right now, right? That makes a difference. Roman Catholic Christianity leader Pope Francis teams created abusive Department of Health Services, abusive Center for Disease Control, abusive World for Health Organization, abusive pharmaceuticals, and abusive insurance. Holocaust hell mandate is proved. So I kept the knife on the neck of Pope Francis. He cannot deny, he cannot escape the death penalty here. How USA nation, 50 states in the name of law, punishing only innocent always is also proved, and it is because Vatican Pope Francis created the abusive medical abuse mandate. So USA nation, 50 states of USA provided Antichrist. Pope Francis created medical abuse for 500 years, 2019, 2020 and 2021, and it is deadliest crime. And why Prostitute Pope Francis, France leader and Sicily Archbishop, co-princess of Andorra, gave Vatican abuse of law handbook to USA, and USA 50 states lawmakers, criminal judges, Supreme Court judges, civil judges, civil Supreme Court judges, criminal lawyers, civil lawyers, Republic or Democrat Senate, GOP, Congress, House of Representatives, speakers, mayors, governors, presidents, vice presidents provided Vatican. Pope Francis created medical abuse, Holocaust, Nazism, tax fraud crime, and year is already 2021. So did education fail humanity, or did humanity fail education? I, Vedapriya Prose, prove root cause for any or all of the USA government errors, and I want civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines only. Civil justice as of April 3rd of 2021 is: Antichrist Pope Francis must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader now. 46th President, lawyer, Democrat Joe Biden of USA must resign now, and I, Native Indian tribe, true owner of USA, must be the interim leader of USA now. At fault and found guilty of crimes of Vatican, Department of Justice agency in all 50 states of USA must be sealed and shut down in next 1 second for classified human endangerment and tax fraud crime, and I alone can bail out Department of Justice agency of USA, nobody can. So instead of it should be the, okay, it's a typo error here. I will read the civil justice one more time. At fault and found guilty of crimes of Vatican, the Department of Health Services agency in all 50 states of USA must be sealed and shut down in next 1 second for classified humane endangerment and tax fraud crime, and I alone can bail out Department of Health Services agencies of USA, nobody can. So USA must pay tax-free $1,500 trillion to IAM in next 1 second, and state of Wisconsin must pay tax-free $500 billion to IAM, and United States of America Department of Health Services agencies times 50 states is they must pay me tax-free $2,500 billion to IAM. I, where the Priya Prose, proved Medicaid, Medicare of USA in all 50 states is wrong, and it is crime of at fault and found guilty. USA must pay me tax-free salary of at least $1 trillion for a displayed Medicaid and Medicare and 500 years of 2000 scandal and 2019 scandal and 2020 scandal and 2021 scandal of Department of Health Services to USA. Homework assignment. Do you all know for your birthright, nations worldwide as of April 13th must never have medical abuse? Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, yes or no? Do you all know because Pope Francis created medical abuse Holocaust, all nations should provide 100% tax-free national benefits medical services to any population types, yes or no? And yes, Antichrist, Pope Francis, God of USA, Holy Highness never knows any type population must get 100% free medical benefits worldwide is approved. Pope Francis is never a Christian and is a deadliest Islam, Judaism, Zionism, communism, paganism, and wild human endangerment and holy marriage law destroyer and divorce hell creator and national operation destroyer and criminal justice creator and medical abuse creator, and Pope Francis must resign now. Shh. We are still working on be silent mode, right? I want 7.9 plus billions of humans to just hide behind me, okay? Stay calm. Yes and yes, I am just Justice Lady statue in the court of law worldwide came alive. I am burning Vatican in ashes. Let all nations watch as clearly written in Revelation 18 in Holy Bible. So are you all aware? Because of this abuse Department of Health Services provided, a nation must provide, USA nation should kneel down and provide at least tax-free $1 billion to each civilian, regardless of the age group, regardless of the skin color, regardless of the nationality, regardless of ethnicity, worldwide. 7.9 plus billions of humans they have to provide. You all want to know one more testimony here? I already provided a proposal, and it was during the President Trump's admin. Have budget allocated for at least approximately $10 billion, roughly. Provide $1 billion medical compensation to all the population, civilians worldwide. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. I provided infrastructure for retail reform, for medical reform, everything. How a hospital should be built, how the medical services should be provided, how the medical drugs should be created from the scratch, means from the chemical level. Chemicals means like oxygen, whatever, that zinc, everything will be there, right? That level. Everybody worldwide was shocked, totally shocked how on the earth I was able to provide that much wisdom and 7.9 plus billions of humans' energy all in one human form. How? High educated, it is because God-given wisdom. Even for building a hospital from the scratch, I provided the design. This is how a hospital should be built. This is how the hospital should be providing the services. Everything. Civil justice as of April 13th of 2021 is for Antichrist, Pope Francis never knows. All nations, governments must never have any medical abuse. Vatican, Roman Catholic Christianity created Holocaust, hell, Nazism, and never must punish innocent. And it is a proof why Pope Francis is a pollution to the human kingdom and created Vatican. Created medical abuse, deformity type mandates, tax fraud, and Pope Francis must resign now. And I, where the Priya Prose, should be the Vatican leader now with civil justice served as in Holy Bible guidelines only. I was analyzing every single disease, you name it, be it external organ disease, internal organ disease, mental disorder, disease, everything. International Code of Diseases means that long list of diseases, one by one, one by one, one by one. How much of labor? It was a brain drain labor I provided. Without being a doctor, I analyzed everything. I cracked down the scandal. I said, war. In India, he is the one who created, Pope Francis created leprosy. Why there is no leprosy in London, in Buckingham Palace? And then I was able to crack down more crime, and I proved why Mother Teresa orphanage home in India is another scandal. That's a deadliest scandal. Pope Francis cannot escape from that scandal. I kept knife on the neck of the Pope Francis. Earlier session I provided a clue. Either Pope Francis should say he knows what is Mother Teresa, Saint Mother Teresa. Do you all know? It is only because when I was educating only, he mandated to provide saint title to Mother Teresa. And even at that time, I was only educating, don't. Meaning, that moment he was still only in the blacklisting mode. I never cracked down that he is the creator of everything. So that is God's way. Even without knowing anything, I was only educating Pope Francis. No, stop. Do not provide that saint title to Mother Teresa. He ignored. Huge crowd. Go look on that video. I did not get to watch that video. For me, I know it is a crime. It's a deadliest crime. He provided it. Today he'll be thrown in volcano. Pope Francis will be thrown in volcano for that crime alone. There is more severity of the crime you all need to know, right? This Department of Health Services crime is just one long list of, laundry list of crime I'm displaying, that is all. Healthcare insurance is broken, that is a fact. Whether they love to hear it or not, that is a fact. At what cost? I stood up for the rightful, for the people, to the people, by the people, and I got laid off, right? I'm not ashamed of that. Yes, I'm pauper mode. I'm in need of finance mode. Right? I'm handling pain in different versions, given God-given strength. They all just laid me off because I displayed Pope Francis. Just is the root cause for everything. Medicare is wrong. Just do not do it. Rather, I've said, talk to the government and pay $1 billion medical compensation to the civilians. Stop providing Medicare. It's wrong. They laid me off, right? Today, God's name alone is glorified, and that too during the COVID-19 worldwide crisis. People are getting tortured here, right? This is exactly what Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth have been doing. It's a pattern of abuse. It's a pattern of abuse. It's a Holocaust here that's happening right now. It never ended. It never ended. I can only wish you all can understand the severity of this crime, this deadliest. Medical services should be free. Nobody, as long as a civilian is living in the nation, that civilian should not the birthright of the civilians must never pay for any of the medical services. So there is no other crime. Deadliest crime. Which crime do you like? Which crime? I only provided whatever I was providing. It was rude, but it's only for education purpose. But here you go, in the real time, they were playing out with the human lives. Nobody stood up and asked, right? Georgia shooting, 8 people died. What is the cost for that? What is the cost for that shooter, innocent man or women or whatever it is? Right? What is the cost? One side, a cop who knelt on the, whatever, the African in the Minnesota, I think. That case is going on. On the other side, a cop who shot an African American somewhere get to live free, get to go to work. Can you see this United States of nation is in a total mess, a chaos? Absolute mess, isn't it? And President Joe Biden is only talking sweetest talk. That is not happening anything. This is what the politicians will do. They'll just do not care about the population. Right? When people say the truth, they'll be torn in pieces. I worked on that complex affordable healthcare exchange. I already said, right? So that's how my blood is boiling. How that software could have been mandated to validate wrongful things. When I'm going to say it's wrong, they're going to fire me because Senate, the Republican, those people are the ones who provide that policy making. So it is in the hierarchy level itself is wrong. So who are working in those workplaces, they are all working for survival mode. So you all got it, that why the educated population in the society have a foolish way of eyesight, stereotyping, providing prejudice based out of whatever their foolish eyes can see, right? They are worshipping Pope Francis God. From my hymn, I can understand the innocence of the population, right? And how their brains got destroyed by Pope. So it is hurting me a lot that when population are worshipping Pope Francis as a god and Queen Elizabeth II as a god. For me, it's creating too much of emotional pain. One side, insurance is broken. One side, pharmaceuticals is broken. One side, the people who wanted to serve the humans. They went to medical college only to serve the humans. But even they have been slaughtered and butchered. And still, when all this, they are all been fallen and trapped in this kind of a scandal, they're still mandated to look in at fault mode, right? At fault mode. Out of all this pain and agony, what is the good news? I cracked down the puzzle. I cracked down the truth. I cracked down the true criminal here. Right. Nobody knew. Even Pope Francis must never had a clue that I, with the prayer, will crack. I will tear down the mask of Pope Francis. Until I educated Pope Francis, Roman King Herod, nobody even knew. So even on that level, he provided scandal in a scandal. I already educated, right? He wanted to hide that identity because he knew that population will fry him in ashes the moment population knew that he is a Roman King Herod, after all. So when I say Roman King Herod, Christians knows. He was created to destroy true Christianity, and Pope Francis indeed created papacy and everything to destroy true Christianity. Everything getting traced here. Right. Yes, I became emotional because when I'm explaining that the nature of the crime, it's so severity is highest, right? Insurance, how the insurance software line of code is written is wrong. I worked on that, setting up important operations, right? So I know the business rules. I've worked on those, right? So it's hurting me. So how injusticeful way mandated to return that way. If you're going to be a tobacco user, your premium is going to be increased when it should be free, right? A nation should never feed poison to the population. Tobacco, how many tobacco population are living coolest, healthiest? They really don't care, but they love smoking. It's the same for alcohol. It's the same. It's the same for sugar, poison, salt. All comes under the same category only. And all for tax. So Pope Francis created lung cancer for tax. Pope Francis created cancer of any types for tax. Imagine how many cancer patients has to undergo through chemotherapy and all that stuff. Why the humanity got destroyed? Why the educated population alone creating hell? Here you go. You have answers for everything, right? When humans get answers for why, that's all is needed to be guided in the rightful pathway, right? When the educated population itself got fooled by Pope scandal, imagine the pathetic state of 95% of not educated population. United States of America have 95% of population not education. They can still talk English though. Innocent personification. As of April 13th of 2021 and past 500 years and 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, Pope Francis violated Holy Bible guidelines and must resign now. In United States of America, in 50 states, should not have collected any medical services fees of any version from any civilians, and it is deadliest death penalty crime to collect medical service fees from civilians of nations is proof. Why Pope Francis is deadliest Zionism, Islam, Judaism, paganism, communism, and hell creator and created criminal justice only to save absolute monarchs' crimes, and nations worldwide got fooled by scandal of Vatican, and I, Vedapriya Prose, only one true womb of a man displayed true crime of scandal of Vatican to US government in front of all nations. And out of 7.9 plus billions of humans, I alone displayed the crime of Vatican. So I, Vedapriya Prose, should be the Vatican leader now as in Holy Bible guidelines. I alone in earth is aware what is disease and what is not disease, and civilians must never pay for medical care. So I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the global poverty relief medical director for all nations as in Holy Bible guidelines. So whatever I educated now, it's just a repeating, my dear fellow mankind. I already educated this long time back. It's just that everybody ignored my wisdom. Today it is God with the COVID-19 plague proving why it is a supernatural power of God fighting for me side by side. Right? The truth always lives. Right? In true Christianity, population should not pay for medical services. In true Christianity, there is never diseases. In true Christianity, there is never cancer. In true Christianity, there is never birth defects. In true Christianity, there is never type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes. In true Christianity, there is never accidents. Whatever, it's a very highest standard of living, my dear fellow mankind, but it's the very simplest way of living. Clean love. Always, only true Israelite tribe Christian Jews knows how to live the life fullest. They live peaceful life, a healthy, simplest life, way of living. They fear only God. He destroyed everything, isn't it? How many cancer patients have to be mocked at, bullied at? How many birth defect population have to be bullied at, mocked at? So this society, the educated population are pushing the people to the edge of the cliff to restrain, to get away from the human kingdom, isn't it? Why? Why this humanity got destroyed in pieces in 360 degrees level? What did education do to humanity? What if education services is not even provided? Right? What if education services is not even provided? Don't y'all think? I don't know what to say. There is more deadliest crime of Pope Francis. You're going to puke. But every single crime is skyrocketing. It is going beyond galaxy. And this session went 2 hours and 50 minutes. But you all should know the severity of crime, right? Our pharmaceuticals providing, that means 3 sets of people are tearing down the population blood for tax process. Pharmaceuticals, they are taking their fair share. And insurance, they are taking their fair share. And medical doctors, they are taking fair share. Yes, there's an innocence identified in my book of civil law. I can only bail them out. I can only bail them out. Please tell me, what education does a nation need? Canada is a neighboring one, right? Why Canada could have educated, right? So here in the United States of America, if people do not have a job, if people do not pay tax, they cannot get medical services, right? Is this what the Roman Catholic Christian leader, Pope Francis, can teach and educate USA? Is he a human? Watch and see, Pope Francis will be thrown in volcano. For all these crimes are so deadliest. It's deadliest. Zero tolerance crime he provided, right? Zero tolerance. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, I will end this session at this point of time. I read that civil justice. Civil justice is what? The session is what? Health insurance services, Department of Health Services provided everything of their services is wrong, and they provided federal poverty chart. Oh, that is wrong for entire services. USA do not have any time to apologize to the population for whatever crime they provided with this abusive Department of Health Services. Yes, that's that innocence identified, because without their awareness only, nobody had a clue. It's a scandal provided by Pope Francis, but he provided it anyways. So I displayed the crime of Department of Health Services to the state of Wisconsin for $500 billion filed lawsuit. Everything is getting traced here, right? In my early sessions, what did I say? When people see my talent, either they get jealous of my talent. Then, when I say correct is correct, wrong is wrong, people will either love me or hate me. Right? It is Department of Health Services should have talked to me. Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brink should have talked to me. Right? Now you all got it why nobody helped me. It's because I displayed the true crime. Because I displayed Pope Francis is the hell creator. How many types of pain can I handle? Okay, what if I'm not saying anything? Oh, Pope Francis is good, Pope Francis is holy, holy. Then will the society will talk to me nice? I do not want that. I would rather restrain from talking to the humans, because I know Pope Francis is a Satan. Right? And yes, my dear fellow mankind, I should get the job offer signed off with USA. I must get the rightful salary. I must get all the finance compensation. And I should be the global poverty relief medical director for all nations. When not even one, I prove there are no doctors here. Harvard Law School and Harvard Medical School, they are garbage, isn't it? They at least should have educated, nobody should pay medical costs, medical drugs, everything should be free. Everything should be free. Because the disease itself is created by Pope Francis, and how on the earth a nation can even ask population to pay for that? When disease is all created by Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too. Why that basic logic even stopped working for the human brains? How many scientists are there? How many theologians are there? How many educationists are there? Right. But this is how they provide the scandal. And yes, I would want to read that last part of the generic civil justice, which I always read. For I, were the Priya Prose, a native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA and proved USA's Tamil Nadu, and I, were the Priya Prose, have highest in passing eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now with civil justice served. And for I, were the Priya Prose, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs. I, were the Priya Prose, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines only. I, were the Priya Prose, want United States of American nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name, where the Priya is civil justice served. And I, were the Priya Prose, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now with civil justice served. And I, were the Priya Prose, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations now is civil justice served. And I, were the Priya Prose, become Supreme Chief Family Law Judge and Children Law Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, were the Priya Prose, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organization, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Family, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue Services, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports, Exports, Department of Military, etc. in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, were the Priya Prose, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I must get the dual citizenship of USA and India is civil justice served. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, it became close to 3 hours, 2 hours and 59 minutes. But you all should know the severity of the Deadliest crime. I don't know how USA is going to pay back. I already said the tax organization will be sealed and shut down, and it will be other way around. Its payback time means United States of America will start paying tax to the population worldwide. And I am going to I can only provide that governance exactly of how to provide that processing also. Thank you all. And the time now is 3 hours. It took 3 hours. Out of that, the initial session went for singing Christian songs. And I want that for a rehabilitation process only. Why? When there are Christians worldwide, why not even one Christian should have an educated nations, USA nation, that should, all the medical services should be free? Why? Why nobody educated, not even one Christian educated? For everything of a why, there's a correct answer here. And I'm providing task to you all. And you all have to follow the task correctly. Do not ask me any question, but follow the task correctly. You all keep working on who I am. Okay? I will reveal it. Okay? But I think with this session, out of the last 2.5%, only 2% is there. This 0.5% is done. So that much crime. So 98% of the crime display I displayed to the USA. 2 more percent is there. Oh, that 2 more percent of crime is so deadliest. I don't know whether you all will even have strength to even puke, but I'm saying puke, right? I don't know whether you all will have strength to puke. because that last 2% of the crime display is going to be super deadliest. And I will work on to finish that 2% as fast as possible. I will take a break here and there. Okay? Thank you all, my dear fellow mankind. Take care. Bye for now. Have a good day.